Hey, super legends, superheroes, and superstars. My name's Dr. Dre, but yes, without the doctor. You're tuned in to Hot Hire, which is the #1 place if you're looking to get into your ideal job in the shortest time possible. So today, I'm so excited. I've got a special guest. This guy is a legend. So when I say legend, he's a super legend. He's a LinkedIn legend. He's a LinkedIn Live legend. He's a podcast legend. He's a career coach legend and just an overall legend. So I want to say a big, massive welcome to Naishadh Gadani. How are you?
Thanks, Dre. Thanks for the introduction. I think I've never, considered myself a legend. I'm still learning, but I do appreciate, I do appreciate that vote of confidence.
Yeah, it's just because like just everything that you've been, oh man, just a massive congratulations. So everything that you've been up to, like especially on LinkedIn, like going live, like every day to help people is just, man, that's incredible. So yeah, hats off. So really appreciate you.
Thank you. I do appreciate that. I take absolute, and I say appreciation with heartfelt, because I know what it takes to do anything consistently, and doing consistently, for over 6 months, it's takes a special effort, and I thank you for that.
Yeah, but I guess but the real thing is what probably people do realize, you're going live. It's live. It's not, you can't like record and then I'll record again. It's live, and there's so many people that are just fearful of doing that. So that's incredible.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right. Do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. So as you can figure out from my accent that I come from the land of butter chicken and Bollywood. So I'm from India, came here in Australia in 2007 as a migrant, and as every migrant struggled, I also struggled to find my feet in Australia. After a couple of redundancies that I experienced, I decided to change my career completely. And that's how I ended up working with unemployed and underemployed. And that's what I've been doing, Dre, since last 11 years. So I have always worked as well, and always ran my side hustle as well. And I've started to work with people on Centrelink benefits to move, then worked with people who have sustained workplace injuries and help them to change careers. Then I've worked in Indigenous youth employment programs, and I currently manage a multicultural youth employment program. And I run my own side hustle where I primarily work with overseas migrants and international students and help them to build their career and realize the very, Australian dream that we are all after. So that's what I do. That's in nutshell. And I live in Melbourne. That's right.
All right. So, okay. How do you handle all of that? That's managing a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. And I guess that I think I've seen people manage, far more than what I manage. As you have also done that, Ray, I think that requires, a bit of patience and bit of discipline to be able to manage it. I think it is possible. But when you start, then you revolve your work and your life around those, commitments that you have. And it naturally kind of fall in place. So it's nothing special, honestly. And, also, I should also add that if I was in India, I would not be able to do that, because there'll be a lot of societal and social pressures, which I'm, in the absence of that, I'm able to do those things independently, right? I don't have to go to my cousin's wedding, right now, right? So if you think about it, it is kind of independent, living, and that has also allowed me. And what I also like is that, in Australia, there are simple ways to do business. It's not complicated as well, which I find it, very, very interesting. In the last 11 years, we have seen a huge explosion in the social media or the internet world, which allows me to connect with people rapidly, which allows me to deliver, which also allows you to deliver, your programs and services all across the world. So I think that has really helped me to balance both the elements. But it doesn't mean that I've not failed at all. but it's just that I'm very smart to not show off my failure. That's it.
Yeah.
Hey, Super Legend, so sorry to interrupt the show. If you do like what you're seeing, please don't forget to like, comment, and share. Thank you.
I know what you mean. All right, so do you have any like valuable tips that you can share with the audience?
I think a couple of things, Dre, I've observed, obviously COVID-19 times is, nobody exactly know what to do in terms of finding work. I've kind of concluded after, speaking to many experts over the last six and a half months, Dre, that there is no magic things about finding work in this COVID era. Even before that, I think it's the same strategies, but the major difference is that now it requires you to have far more discipline and more intensity in the work that you do, rather than the half-hearted efforts that you would put pre-COVID era. I think those are gone. So that is one of the very fundamental difference that I see in these circumstances. What I can probably give three particular ideas to the audience. One is that consider yourself as a house of skills rather than roles, because in a rapidly changing environment, we want us to really focus on the skills that we've developed and think about, I've got this bunch of skills and certain bunch of skills I can put aside, but the skills where it is applicable, who can benefit from those skills, and which are the employers that would love to see these skills expressed in a workplace or not. And then, do I have an evidence to say that I have these strong skills or not? So I think creating that kind of a story or creating that skills understanding allows you to pick up certain skills and leave these other skills behind and then move on and finding something else. Secondly, is that one of the leadership expert that we had on our LinkedIn live show, he shared something very, very insightful and very simple. He says, right now when we are going in uncertain waters, specifically around careers and everything else, we kind of make ourselves not to make any decisions. But he said that's futile. You still can make decisions. Your ability to decide and take action is not stopped at all. You can still do that. But I think primarily we think that I can't make the decision because it's uncertain. But I think that is something that people have to deal with. Secondly, is that third point is that don't worry about getting the dream job right now, because what's more at stake right now is to have your quality of life and the decent livelihood that you can enjoy. If you are interested in a product manager job, and if you can't get a product manager job right now, if the job is as a marketing coordinator, take that job. Because every employer, as you would have seen, Dre, a lot of employers are also becoming more aware of the challenges that the job seekers are right now facing. And they are equally flexible. They don't mind you changing career. They don't mind you showcasing certain skills and avoiding the other skills. I don't think so they mind that. So I think these are the three things that I would suggest people to think about. And obviously, it's individual circumstances also dictate some of those things. But yeah, these are things that I would share.
I love that. Yeah, especially like say if you go in as a product manager and then because there's always going to be, at some point, there's going to be an opportunity. And if you're in the right place at the right time, you just need to work your way up or like sideways or, yeah, so it's all about timing. So that's awesome. I love those. All right. So what do you have going on at the moment? Any exciting projects or programs, or what you up to at the moment?
So as I said, I think you shared in the introduction, so I do LinkedIn Live, and that's an exciting project to be part of. And we are completing 167 episodes today. And we would, we would just, keeping our options open. What happens to that? I think that occupies, a lot of my headspace when I'm working on, strategizing who do we want to bring as a guest, as an expert. So I think that's what the exciting project that I'm working on, right now. But at the same time, there are a couple of other things that I'm working on, which is a kind of a card game for job seekers, something that I'm really, working on. Not so much game, but one of the things that I've found that job search is, I feel, I've got my theory on it. The job search is like a popcorn machine, where you have to put every action in the popcorn machine, like you would take popcorn seeds and put that in the oven or wherever you want to put it. You put your butter and you put your masala, whatever that you like, and then you just switch on the heat. Actually, if you look at what's in your control is turning on the heat. That's pretty much it. Nothing else is in your control. You cannot say that this seed is going to pop up at this time. You cannot say. Similarly, if you look at the activities that the job seeker do, if you have got larger activities, kind of choose from, the chances of you finding work becomes much easier. So I'm creating a card deck for people to choose. This week, this day, I don't know what to do. I'll pick up 3 activities and I'll do that. Something like that, which makes people go, wow, you know what, I can do this, because ultimately it leads to some momentum. Yes. Some activities can result into some results. So that's what I'm kind of working. I've not fully, kind of worked out the whole process, but it's something that I'm going to do it over my summer break.
That is a great idea. That's just, that's gold, absolute gold. That's really exciting. So I'm putting my hand up. So I want to be one of the first people to have that card game, to test it out. So that'd be awesome. And how do people get hold of you? So if they want to contact you, get information, what's the best way?
So, surprisingly, if you put in Google Naishadh Gadani, you'll lead to this face. There's absolutely no Naishadh Gadani in the world than me. And I proudly say that, because it's certified on Google. If you put in, this is the face that you will come across. So that's easy for you to find. And if you go on LinkedIn and put Naishadh Gadani, you'll come to me. I think that's the best way for people to contact me right now.
Brilliant. And I'll make sure we put your details at the bottom as well. All right, so it's about that time. Do you have a dad joke for us to finish off? And I know that you love dad jokes as well. So, a man after my own heart. All right.
Absolutely. I do have a dad joke, and it goes like this: that my son says to me that, Dad, can you put my shoes on? And I said, no, it won't fit me. So that's my dad joke. Dad joke.
That's oh, that took me a while. I can't believe. Oh, that is awesome. Yeah, really good. So I just want to say a massive, huge thank you for all the gold, and really appreciate your time. So I know how busy that you are. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Ren. We are looking forward to hosting you on our LinkedIn Live also. So, we are really excited to bring your ideas and your perspectives on jobs and career as well. So, can't wait to get you on our LinkedIn Live as well. But thank you for the opportunity.
Yeah, thank you.